Hello, my dear subscribers. My name is Angelica, and you on a rainbow over pansies. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video that I recorded for you. I really wanna share some things that I plan to stitch in a winter, so I'm gonna show you my plans, obviously. And at the beginning of December, it's my birthday, so obviously I got a lots of presents and I'm eager to show you this. See if you find something that you like, or maybe you already stitched. But I want to start first of all with this beautiful pattern that you see in front of you. It's from Grille Point de Crocs. I hope I pronounced this correctly. This beautiful wintry girl that holding all the presents. She is absolutely adorable. I like her dress, the way how she holds her presents. It's really, really cute, and I think it's not gonna be hard to stitch. So this present I got from my friend because she knows how much I like new projects, and I cannot wait to start stitching. But it's probably gonna happen not this season since I already stitching other things. So you can stitch in DMC, and I believe it's on 28 count Ida, but I will probably use uneven, something bluish like dove gray, blue Lugana, or Murano it's 32nd, but so I would probably use Lugana for that. But she's so sweet, and I feel like it's gonna be fun to stitch her, and I cannot wait. So the next one is probably so familiar to many of you. It's Madame Chantilly Autumn Spice Coffee. I know autumn season is over, but I am so happy that I got this pattern. I've looked at it before and I got so hooked on this idea, all animals gathering together and cooking something, maybe drinking a hot chocolate or coffee or tea. Just small details. If you look at the snail and she's holding a something like, I don't know, on top of her coffee bean, I guess, right? So they all are sweetest. My favorite character probably Bear, in with a scarf and holding coffee. It's so sweet. I'm planning to stitch this next year in autumn because I stitch everything in season. So right now I'm in a winter and I want to stitch a lot of snowmans and snow and all whole 9 yards. So, but I love this. Um, this is I got from my mom. She sent it to me, and this is from Golden Fleece. There's a lot of colors, 39 colors, and it's stitched on the 18 count Aida. It's pretty decent design, I would say. I've seen stitched a companion, like a cute goose, like a girl goose. Yeah, I don't have it. It's called Fashionable Drake. Wow. I really want to get her as a companion for this guy, but they look so fancy, like they're getting ready to marry or, going to some kind of celebration. So, yeah, I will change on the uneven 18 count. Really, really enjoy. Look at the threads. They are so bright, colorful. Yeah, very good pattern. I've already looked. So, but this is a fun one for sure. Of course, how it's without my favorite dimensions. And this is beaded elegance ornament. There's a 6 of them. They all stitch on the 18 count. You can obviously get it easily on eBay or Etsy's shop. they all look just so sweet. They reminds me of something vintage from 1980s, and I wanna try to stitch them this winter. I really do, and maybe even uh, put them in this shape, make it as a Christmas ornaments. I like them all. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick, to be honest with you. It's a really hard choice. I'm leaning towards bear because obviously I love stitching bears, but the others are cutest as well. Snowman, love stitching snowman. And socks, I feel like you're gonna use threads, sparkle threads. So this next kit that I got, it's obviously from Russia. It's by Amp Studio, but again, I will mention something that whatever you see on my channel, you can get it from mybobbin.com. They sell the same thing. You just have to wait for your parcel. Yeah, it takes forever nowadays, probably 3 to 4 weeks. But love everything again, my sweet teddy. And I like that behind there is a geranium, and there is something like I mentioned that I love in my spare moment just to take a piece of paper and draw something. So I like that there is behind you have all this, pencils. You cannot really see, but it's 25 colors of threads, and it's stitched on 14 count item. Pretty sweet design. This one I also got as my present coming home for holidays. Gosh, I wanted to have this design for so long. It's so warming, so charming, really puts you in a festive mood. You know, people are coming to their relatives, they want to celebrate Christmas together. Like I said, my ultimate goal is to stitch one gold dimension a year, at least one. And I like to stitch Christmas with dimensions. So look at all these beautiful threads. It's on a 16 count gray Ida, which is one of my favorite in dimensions. I feel like it looks really nicely. And it will be definitely stitched. It just has to wait its turn while I'm gonna finish the others. But it's in my collection now. And I heard that it's very hard to stitch these Christmas trees. This is where everybody gets messed up and they get confused. They have to like restitch it. I watched a couple of the videos of YouTubers and they said just make sure, be careful, don't watch any movies while you stitch. Love Mill Hill. I'm a big fan now. I wasn't before, but after I tried, I just want to stitch Mill Hill every season. This is one is Frosty Snowman. They're all the same size, and look at the threads, a lot of whites, and for some reason there is a orange and purple, which is reminds me, Halloween. But we also have dark green color beads, and he is just so sweet. So I have this in my collection. The next one, lovebirds. This blue jay, he's so festive. He's like really puts you in a winter mood, and I don't know which one I want to start first, Frosty the Snowman or Blue Jay. But he is really cute. I like when there is a combination of green colors with a blue. It just some beautiful beads as well. So yes, definitely will be stitched, and as you see, it's also like a dark greenish color, bright green and a dark green. Wow, it's almost like black, but it's not. There is cute snowmans also in this series, but I don't know when I'm gonna get those one. Maybe next time. Wow, they're just so many things I want to stitch. And next design that I also got as a present, Let Heaven and Nature Sing from John Lynn. It's finished side by 15 by 13. You stitch this on 14 count Aida, and I really wanted to look at the pattern because I was a little bit confused how you do Santa beard. I was surprised. Look at so many bright colors. And I even like the color of Ida. I don't know if I'm gonna, change it up, or I'm just gonna leave it like that because obviously I change a lot of things and sometimes I like to just stitch an Ida. But going back to the beard, you actually have to glue it, believe it or not. Yes, so, and the way how you make a bees also, there will be something I've never done, but I don't think it's going to be a big challenge, but something different that I never tried. But I like all the combination, kind of reminds me where I live. We live in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, so this is kind of Santa we probably will have with the bees. And it just, he's so hot here, he doesn't need a warm coat, he just needs his hat that helps him to stay away from the sun. Well, sometimes we get a cool weather in the winter, but most of it's pretty warm and nice. Yeah, so I'm so excited I have this in my collection. You have no idea. I like the companions of the Santa, reindeer, goose, these bluebirds, and border. Look at this poinsettia border. It's gorgeous. So we're moving on. Another design I got for my birthday. It's from Empa Studio, and this beautiful honey and flowers and just all the atmosphere and combination. It really puts me in some kind of like end of the summer season, because that's when we collect all our harvest. And yes, I've seen that stitch before and I just fall in love. And I've seen it stitch on so many kind of fabric, like dark, you know, grayish, and then I've seen on the white. I don't know which one I will prefer, because I really want this blue bucket to stand up, I guess, and against the orange. So I have to be very careful with what kind of fabric I will choose. Maybe I will just stick with a traditional white, so just to be on the safe side. This next design is from Rioli's company, and again, a teddy bear. Obviously, my mom knows me, but the best it's the present from her. I would never even think to pick this design, because first of all, I haven't seen it stitch or anywhere on sale, but she got this, and you have to use our woolen threads. Again, never tried that. Maybe it's gonna be something hard, maybe not, but we'll see. I like all different color flowers there. It, I don't know all of the name, but I think there is a geranium as well. Uh, yes, and I like the books and just the whole thing together, this sweet teddy. So look at all the threads. They like not a bright screaming colors, but very calm, peaceful, so adorable. And they show you what kind of other designs they have. So it's by the way, it's stitched on a 14 count Zweiger Ida. Yeah, so beautiful design. Thanks, mom, again. She knows her daughter, and she knows what to get for me. I usually scream like a crazy when I see a new cross stitch designs and I get it. you know, I would be more happy to get this versus, for example, purse or new shoes. So cross stitch is beautiful, especially for the one who loves cross stitching, right? Here comes Santa Claus. Well, if you haven't seen this pattern, it's from Stony Creek collection. And if you don't know yet, they all, most of it, that's what I heard at least, it's very hard to stitch. Really, really, if you compare with whatever I just showed you. So I opened it and I wanted to see, they have this called tiger stitch. I don't know if you heard about it. I've never heard. So I was like, what is that? What kind of fruit is that? You know, how you do it. But I guess I have to figure out and see how you stitch. I like the border poinsettia that you also gonna use the beads. So it will be so bright and shiny and sparkly. Reminds me, you know, a Christmas card that you get. I don't know who I like the most of it. Maybe snowman, because the way how you stitch its scarf, it just yeah. This is where you're supposed to use. I think tiger stitch, but yeah, it's sweet. Never seen anybody stitch for some reason. It's cute. So I wanna try, see how that goes. But the red truck is also gorgeous. So this one is from RTO, and wow, I've seen that stitch this year. Anna Cross Stitch Miami, she started it, I believe, last year, and she continued, and it's absolutely beautiful. She didn't change either. It's on a 16 count. Oh no, 14 count. I'm sorry. And she said it just like you don't really need to change it because you use almost on all of it. It's a half stitch. So a lot of things you have to do with the branches, but as soon as you get to this beautiful Thumbelina and her companion bird, it really gets super interested. But that reminds me of fall season for sure. I cannot stitch this in the summer or spring. Favorite dimensions. Wow, my collection is growing and growing. Seen that stitch so many times and it looks so realistic. Irises and swans, that's the name of it. It's on a 16 count Ida, blue. Beautiful, beautiful design. I can't wait to start stitching. I heard the left corner, it's pretty hard because you expect to have half cross stitch, but it's actually full stitch. And I'm not starting from the middle. I have to just pick my corner and start from either left or right. But look at these threads. I mean, this is like, wow, unheard of. The bright blue colors stands up and different kind of greens. So I can't even imagine how fun it will be to stitch on it. Lilies and swans, yeah, that's the name. Wow, beautiful. Thanks to everyone for that kind of presents. And without mirabilia, you know, my birthday is coming in a couple days. And I see people starting the birthday starts. And I was like, why not to have the same tradition? I feel like it's pretty cool. And I picked this mirabilia for a reason because it's called December. So I'm going to show you it's already everything packed. I picked it. I gather threads, obviously, and everything, but I'm going to show you the pattern a little bit closer. I apologize for the sun, but that's the only time I can really make my video. But I'm trying to show you as closer as possible. So this is a December Blue Topaz by Nora Corbett, my favorite designer. I collected everything you need for this design. It's you have supposed to stitch it on 30-second count. Natural Light Linen by Witchell, and she is something. I mean, besides that, it's represent December, the month when I was born, but it also has a very deep meaning. Stone itself, it means peace and harmony, and I feel like that's really I need right now in my life. I need peace and harmony, and just to have her will be amazing. So I want to see how I'm gonna start and how much I'm gonna be able to stitch, and also how long it's gonna take me to stitch, since I'm not like putting so much effort and work. It's just something I wanna a little bit to feel, like, to feel how that it is. So it's will be a couple days work, and then I'm gonna put it away in my whips. And I hear people saying that, oh my God, I always start something and never finish on my birthday. So hopefully that's not gonna be the case with me. Maybe it's not gonna lay around for a long time. But she is gorgeous. There are so many beads you need to use here, and beads are beautiful, beautiful light blue, light green color. So yes, it's doesn't look like a lot of stitching, but it's enough. So this is a fabric I picked. It's a little bit different color that on the preview. But you know what? It's so nice. I ordered from 1 to 3 stitch. It's Belfast, 30-second count flax Belfast, and it's a big piece. So I don't care if it's gonna be too big, but it's better to have enough than not. And I'm gonna show you what else is there. There's so many threads, different colors, but a lot of blues. Like I said, all kind of blues, and it's gonna look so nice on this fabric. I also got Carol, and look at the beads that I was talking about. Wow, the long beads I never used before. I hope it's not that hard to stitch it. You have treasures that you will use in her hair, and these gigantic blue beads. I'm excited about those one. So all the combination blue, white, and green. Wow, so sweet. And also, I think there is, yeah, look at that color. Wow. I would say this is, like, I like green, but this one is my top second favorite. Girl. Yes. So everything is ready. Just I have to find the time, and I want to start and see the results, how it's gonna look. So please wish me luck. I also had to use Kreinik for this, but what's the deal with the Kreinik? Can you find it? No, not really. You will be lucky if you find everything that Mirabile says that you need for the design. I don't know why they don't have alternative. If you guys using something else beside Kreinik, can you please comment below? Maybe you're gonna give me some hints. What are you using? Because sometimes it just blows my mind. Like, you look in a Kreinik, you cannot find it nowhere. 1, 2, 3 stitch, forget about. So I will appreciate if you give me some advice. And now my second part of the video, I want to share you, we're done with all the presents, but now I want to share you what I'm going to be stitching this coming winter. December, January, February months. I'm not promise you that I'm going to stitch all of it, but this is what designs are really looking forward to. Take it, try it maybe, put it in the whips, or maybe just choose between two of them. If they kind of like Mill Hill, for example, if there is a two, I want to choose which one I will prefer, because it's impossible to stitch whole thing. Even I want it so bad, but then I have to forget about my sleep and the other chores and obligations in my work. But I'm excited. I never did any kind of plans before. I would just stitch whatever my daughter will show me, say, Mom, can you stitch this or can you stitch that? But this is for the first time ever I'm making any plans. And hopefully at the end of the December I will have enough stitch, and first I'm gonna show you in January my results. So some whips that going with me to months of December, January, February, right? So in front of you there is a sampler that I start stitching in fall season. This sampler you can get from Just Cross Stitch Design magazine, and I got this fall edition. I was just looking and browsing, and then I was like, oh my god, this Nature Journey by Spring Lupine, it's absolutely breathtaking. Like, how come nobody's teaching it? And then, like, I realized it's a brand new, it just came out this year. You cannot buy it on the website, you have to buy the magazine. So I ran around and I got my spring and summer, and I'm waiting for, winter edition. So I'm gonna show you, this is the spring edition that you have a spring. This is a summer, and winter is coming, I believe, the first week of December. Like, I have to look right now, so I'm not gonna miss it out. But I want to continue and stitch the winter piece. I've seen Sarah from Sarah's Stitchery. She stitched already. We like hold on. She stitched spring then summer. So she has two pieces, and she stitched on a 46 count, which is wow. She's my hero. I'm so impressed. And the way how she choose a fabric, I absolutely love it. So beautiful. So I'm gonna work on this. Next one is coming up. It's my favorite dimension, Woodland Enchantress. I'm not gonna show you my progress already because I've showed it before in my whips, but I will put like a picture next month when I'm gonna be showing where I'm standing. 3/4 of this design I already stitched, so I have 1/4 left. And you feel like, this part on the right, it will be so easy to stitch. We'll see. There is a dress, also like a Christmas trees in a snow. So we'll see how this gonna go. But my plan is to finish and show you already the results. Next, I have a gold collection, a lot of golds. This is Holiday Village. I apologize for the noise. So this design I started right over here on my favorite left corner, and it was very hard to stitch the tree. I heard the bridge is also not the easiest part. But yeah, everybody who stitched on the YouTube, they said just prepare. This left side is the hardest thing to do. So I already stitched Christmas tree, and I'm gonna continue going down, and we'll work on the bridge. Obviously I can see it from here, a lot of back stitch as well. So wish me luck, please. I hope I'm gonna get it done, and not whole thing, but at least something. So next one is designed from Cooler Classic collection. It's Victorian Snowman. Designer Sandy Orton is my favorite designer. I never seen anybody stitch, so when I saw patterns, like, why not? Why not to start it? And I already stitched a little bit of snowman and the girl on the left in a red coat. So I want to continue her so it will make sense, and I will also want to stitch the sign Merry Christmas, or at least the Merry part because it's 4 pages pattern. So the first page I already stitched, so I want to continue with the next one. So yes, this is all my whips. I just remind you that this is something that I already started, and I have Mirabilia. Wow. I mean, I know it's not a winter design, but one thing I can say, if you really want to get it done, you have to take Mirabilia with you in the process, or it's gonna just lay down there in your whips forever. So that's what I was thinking, that yes, it's a lot of roses, romantic, reminds you like a spring, summer season, but I want to take her and continue on her dress because guys, it's enormous. It's gigantic. Again, I'm not showing you where I am right now, just show you like this. So I did half. So I did a tree with the roses and her skin. So, but whole of this dress I didn't stitch at all. So and when you look at the pattern, you open it, it's almost everything you have to stitch there. So this is all my whips. And now after that, I'm gonna show you what kind of new starts I'm planning. Again, remind you that I will be choosing from one or another and see which one. So which one I actually want to stitch. So let's see. The first one that it's in my plans to start is this gold collection dimension Aurora. That was my dream since I saw this design. I haven't seen it stitch, but I've seen it, somebody has it in the stash, and I was like, oh my god, I want it so bad, but it wasn't nowhere to be found, and luckily I got it last year. So since it's my big dream, I want to start it this coming 2026 after I finish my enchanted forest. And the next design I also want to put my hands on, it's Let Heaven and Nature Sink. You just saw it from Jan Lin. I'm probably gonna try start with a border, or maybe even try do Santa. So they both different but also kind of Christmassy for me. This design is from Magic Needle, one of my favorite that I always stitch Christmas ornaments every year. Like I stitched it this year in January, and I want to stitch that one. It's on 31 count, 31 colors of the threads, and you have to stitch on a 16 count. It's a white Ida Zweigert, but I want to maybe use a 32nd Murano, maybe with a sparkle, so just plain white. These dimensions, it's been in my collection for some time. The sweetest snowman, I already told you that I'm obsessed with stitching snowmans and Santas and whole 9 yards. So this snowman in the shed, it's beautiful. I mean, a lot of things you have to do half stitch, so I'm excited to try this kit as well. And I'm gonna show you some of the Christmas ornaments that I also want to take it with me in the winter season. Either dimensions, right? That's I just got for my birthday. I haven't had it before, so I didn't know that I want to stitch it. But also as well, this from Aubrey's design. And if this one you have to stitch using, only beads, because it's printed. You using beads, you putting together. And dimensions, obviously you have to do the cross stitch on a item, 18 count item. So I cannot do them all. I wish I could. This one is from also it's called Fairy Tale by Johannes. The sweetest Santa is riding a sleigh, and reindeers right ahead. They are just, it's little, I would say, like, you start and you finish right away. Mill Hill, you just saw, but again, I want to pick the one of it, either the blue jay or snowman. Gosh, I want to stitch them all. But which one would you choose if you had a choice between the bird and the snowman? Comment please below so I will see which one do you find the more appealing. They they all look beautiful, so, and I will be framing because I have some couple frames. I like to display it and put it right somewhere where you can see. So next design is, yes, lots of plants. I know there's so many, but what can you do? I mean, I want to stitch everything. This design I never stitch. It's Crocetta a Gogo. It's already packed, like I got everything you need. I believe it's Santa Claus to 2024 last year. He is like, when I saw it, I just fall in love. And it's really vintage, Victorian style, and it reminds me, Santa and reindeer again, with Santa's carrying so many presents, and you even can see that small again, what teddy bear. So I like also how they put it like in a pin keep, right? That's what you call how you framed it. So I need to learn how to do that. This small piece of fabric was recommended on a 1, 2, 3 stitch. It's raw natural lining. It's my favorite fabric to stitch, by the way, Belfast. So the small one, but and I'm surprised that it's not on a 40 count. It's on a 32nd count, by the way. So if you're not really a fan of the small one, but you can use, look at this floss. Wow, there's so much red, obviously, for Santa, but just imagine how it's gonna play beautifully on this fabric. It's gorgeous. So I want just not to start this design, but I also want to finish it this coming winter. So when I will show you finishes of the winter, I'm hoping it will be already stitched and maybe even framed. We'll see. So this is what I have, but also I have another pattern. It's from Madame Lafayette. I picked that one. It's lilac. Oh, my French. Who speaks French? Please read it for me. uh, I only know a couple of words probably, but that's it. So this design is absolutely beautiful. It's simpler, obviously. There is many details that you see. It has 6 pages, and I want to start from the left corner, and I want to get to the beautiful kids that are skating and see how that goes. But I already pre-packed everything. You see the threads, and you see the fabric. On the preview, you see this kind of dark grayish, but I chose that fabric. It's more like a deep, cool blue color. And it's, if you take DMC floss 168, I believe that's really matches with the color of the fabric. I'm afraid it's gonna like, it's not gonna look good if I'm gonna stitch DMC 168 on the same color fabric, but it just a little bit. I looked, it's the most of it's gonna stand up, obviously snow. Adriana, a winter girl. Love, love, love stitching kids. It gives me such a harmony when I'm stitching it. It's just, I love kids. And to have it on this, in the work, it's beautiful. So I picked this fabric for a reason. I've seen this girl stitch on a white, and again on a blue, like light blue, but I picked that point gray with white mini dots. it's 30-second count. Obviously, you can use 16 count AIDA if you're not really a fan of uneven fabric. But what do you think? I think it's a great combination. And I think like her dress is gonna pop up. Plus, I don't have to put like all this imitation of snow because it's right over there. Not like it's a lot of stitch, but I feel like why would I do it if it's already there? So yes, that's, I mean, it's beautiful. I want to stitch everything. I just have to find time. They all scream Christmas to me. Happy holidays. Beautiful, beautiful designing. And if I stitch everything, this is gonna be cherry on top. You ready? Peace on earth. Gosh, a winter quacker sampler. Do you know how many times I wanted to purchase this? I've seen it in stash. I've seen somebody stitched already. Not the whole thing, but I've seen it in a whip. And it's gorgeous. Out of all quackers, this is my favorite. And the second one is a summer with a mermaid. But for myself, I decided that I want to start with a winter. I can just look all the small details and they're absolutely beautiful. I'm not talking even about the middle. The words that mean so much to me, peace on earth and goodwill to men. I really want to send this kind of stitch it with intention. You know, when you stitch with intention and you think about it's really like helps you, I guess. It's I want to send this to everybody. I wish everybody peace and I wish everybody goodwill. So where I'm gonna start. Do you know there is a 12 pages pattern? This is probably the biggest pattern I've ever had in my life. If you stitching, are you using markup pattern, on the iPad, or what do you do? Do you just use physical paper? Please share with me because I want to start, but I want to make this process easier. I like what they offer you. Well, actually, they offer you couple, and I picked this beautiful fabric. I think it's gonna look absolutely amazing. All this green and blue is gonna stand up on a light beige fabric. So it's gorgeous, and I cannot wait to start stitching. I just have to figure out what to do with the pattern because it's really overwhelming, but it's beautiful. Samantha from Huggy Stitchery, she just recently put a video about this pattern, and I want to see what she's been up to. Did she start stitching, or it's in her whip or her plans? So we'll see. But yeah, this is all my plans for winter, guys. Wish me luck. I really need it. But at the end, I just really want to say thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me when you support my channel, when you watching my videos, when you like my videos, you share it, you comment, you give me some advice, or you give me a good feedback. Because to record the video, it takes a lot. Just, a lot of out of your days. And before even starting my channel, I was thinking, you know what, there is no way I'm gonna do it because it's a lot of work. And so I really, really appreciate if you will give me any kind of feedbacks. How I'm doing, what do you like about it, what you don't like. Even in negative feedback, sometimes it's very important and it helps a YouTuber blogger to kind of develop his work, his channel, and get better at this. Because for me, it's new and I'm learning. I'm trying to do my absolutely best to make my videos interesting to you. So something that you will get inspired. I wish you all the best. Hopefully you're working on your favorite parts, favorite patterns, kits, And next video I will make in a couple weeks. It's just gonna be very short. But again, thank you so much and have a blessed day. Till next time.